guys, Tiffany here, and welcome to my quilting life. So, if you're new to my channel, down there, hit that subscribe button, and then a bell will pop up. Hit that bell, and you'll get notifications when I'm live and or post videos. So we are now on part 5 of the Minecraft quilt. Holy moly, I couldn't even think about it for a second. I'm going to work on the harder blocks now that are 1.5 inch squares and 2.5 inch squares combined. So I have all the 1.5 inch squares cut. I just went ahead and pre-cut the colors that I needed to get it done a little bit more easier so that we're not here forever, because I have a feeling that this is going to take a while with these ones, because I actually have to prep the 1.5 inch squares to create 2.5 inch squares for this whole process. So hi Aunt B, hi Vicky, hi Tanya. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with the layout of the one that's on the screen first, which it's going to keep dying out, so I should actually bring it up onto, where's my mouse? Okay, I need to bring it up onto this other screen, because that way it makes it a lot easier for each block to be done. Oh my goodness, I lost my mouse again. I might as well just keep this open. Makes it easier. I didn't think about it when I was doing it, so if I'm staring away at the screen, it's because I'm trying to set up both screens at the same time, where there's something on each screen. So I just need to find the block that I'm doing. Even though I like having one next to me, it's nice to have a more clear version, because my tablet's not so clear. It's nice to have a clearer version in front of me on the side right here. All right. I'm going to do, let's see, where did it go? It's right here somewhere. I'm going to do this axe first. So you guys might see it as this, but I'm going to do, it looks like that here. The screen echoes off of it, but there's a better picture right here. And I forgot gray. That's the color I forgot. So I need to cut some gray real quick. I knew I was forgetting a color. So I need 2 different gray colors in 1.5 inch. My goodness. There's one. And where's number 2? It's right here somewhere. There's so many colors here. That's green. Do I not have any more gray? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to say, I don't have no more dark gray. I have one more dark gray that I need. That's not dark enough. I had 3 gray colors. I think I used all of them on the 2.5 inchers. I don't think that's gray. Okay, so I used them all. That's okay. I can go with these 2 colors. No, I cannot. Need another gray. That's not gray enough. It could be. We're going to look in here and see, because if I can't find the same gray that I used, which is this one, I don't know if I have any more on my shelf. I'm going to look, though. I do not have any more of this color gray. That sucks. We're going to do it a different color then. We'll just use these. I don't want to have to cut these down. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wait, I don't know if I'm going to get 23 out of this. I'm not going to. We're just going to do it this color. It should look right next to the black. Let's see. Yep. Okay. We're going to cut 1.5 inch strips off here. Look at me. I was like totally not. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Lacey. Let's see. Are the blocks? All of the blocks are looking great. Thank you. You're definitely going to get this quilt done in time, Tiff. Yes, I am. Fabric shopping, yeah. In my own room every time. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like I said, on 2.5-inch strips, you get 16 2.5-inch squares from one strip. And that's if you're just cutting off the selvage and you have, just a little bit of wiggle room from a 43, 44-inch wide fabric. If you're cutting 1.5-inch strips and subcutting into 1.5-inch squares, you get 28 1.5-inch squares. And it's really cutting it close, but you can get 28 every time. So I just thought, in case you guys didn't know, you can get 28 1.5-inch squares from, I don't know why this is all crooked. We're going to have to recut this real quick. But you can get 28 1.5-inch squares from one strip. So if you are working with little tiny pieces and you need 1.5-inch squares, you can get 28 of them. That's my lesson for the day. Other than that, you guys get to watch me build this, and I'm hoping these two colors look okay together. But if not, I'll pull them and do something else. So we're going to move this out of the way, because I could probably blend the blue in with that as well. I have a blue that reads gray blue, So let me just subcut these real quick. And I always open the strip for 1.5s because I find it to be a little bit more exact. Put it on a line, put it on a line, like so, and cut. I don't want that piece of, I have a grippy stuff on here, anti-slip. It wasn't my ruler to begin with. I got it at a yard sale-y thing. So this is how I do this. Unfortunately, it's wanting to slide away from me. Line it back up. I should have started with another one that I already cut all the pieces for. Could have swore I had gotten all this. But that's my boo-boo for not paying attention, I guess. And I know I could probably go along the lines, but I find it more accurate to use the ruler over and over and over like this. And it got unstraight again. My goodness. Just having issues today, aren't I? We're straightening that back out. Like I'm literally barely taking anything because, like I said, you can get 28 from selvage to fold at the end. It's that grippy stuff. I have grippy stuff on this ruler and it keeps hitting it, and I keep forgetting to slide it over just a little. So, what are you all doing this evening besides watching me? All my insomniacs are up. It's not even insomniac time. Well, not here yet. It's only 11 something. Oh, 10:51. So it hasn't even hit 11 yet here for me. And I'll look at the comments in a second. What the heck? I'm not hitting hard enough with my cuts, I guess. Stay right there. Look at that every time. I must have a gouge or something, or my needle or my cutter, my rotary cutter is messed up or something. That time it did it, and I hit it. I know most of you don't even work with little strips like this, or little squares. See, so we're getting 28 little squares right here, literally to that last fold. So that's all that's left is these two little pieces. So definitely be careful when you're cutting your 1.5-inch strips, but you should get 28 every time for the right size fabric. And I have a fold in that. I'm going to cut that or press that real quick. That way it's not being sewn in. It'll be flat and I can line things up easier. Okay. Take this over to the iron and make it flat while I get stuff together. All right, so I'm following this screen that I'm looking at you on, and this has gray. Okay, hold on. That's black. Okay. So we're going to build this inside part of the thing first. So here's my 3 browns. And this is going to look weird at first. And this is going to be, since this one has white, this will be the one that I'm putting the black around. That'll be getting the sashing. So this will be an 8 by 8. So we have, oops, we're starting with the light brown. So light brown, light brown. We need to make this fit, so I'm going to have to come over this way some. Light brown, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, I'm going to come to the screen and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm going to have to come down again because the rest of it has to be able to be built. So this is going to be fun. Now I'm going to take a second and look at the screen. See what everyone's saying. Hi, Michelle. So let's see. Sleeping but got so hot and sweaty that you're having bad dreams. So you got it for, oh, that sucks. I hate having bad dreams. I always have bad dreams. And you guys are talking so fast that I couldn't see it all. All right, so blocks looking. I already saw that. Definitely going to fabric shopping. Almost 1 a.m. for you, Lacey. 1:52 here in North Carolina. How's the weather there where you are? Are you near hurricane areas? I said hi, Michelle. Janet needs to be here since she just posted a picture in your Facebook group 4 minutes ago. Hi, Terry. Hi, Misty. Hi, Lynn. New Hampshire. Wow, look at that. New. Well, welcome. Hi, Marla. All right, guys. So let me get building on this. I just push these little. Oh, that's a lot of steam. All right. Put that back in that pile. All right. Now it goes to medium brown like this. Oh, no, it starts down there like that. Okay. So we're going medium brown. This is going to look so weird, but and I think I stop right at the crest of the top. Trying to see. Yeah. So medium brown. This is so weird. So this is the handle part of it that I'm building right now. And I keep looking at the screen. So I know you guys know I'm not really like making it funky in the look at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I counted that up. Okay, so the 12th one ends here, and then the dark brown starts on this side. Because these have to be put together in 4 patches first. So I have to keep everything where it is, build all the 4 patches. That's why it's going to take a while to build this one. All right, where do we go? We had Marla. Hello. Shelly, hello. Just hot where you are, Debbie? Yeah, it's hot here too. Except I don't have your guys' humidity, which I'm glad because I don't do humidity. All right, so now there's that. And then there's a couple of them at the top. So hold on. It's going to be on the other side of the grays, which will be way up here. So we have light brown. That's it. It's the only one that's up there. Okay. So let's move these out of the way for a second. And we're going to pull, I guess, this gray. We're going to try it with this one first. We have black. Oh, we need whites. I have 3 different white colors for this because just like the chicken had a bunch of different white colors and another one of the blocks had different white colors, I'm going to blend them because that's the way it looks like in everything that I've looked. It looks like different white shades. So here's some black. I don't know how many over I'm going, so we're going to just build up and over, I guess. So from the top of this darker one, we're going to go here, 2, 3, and on the third one, we're going to go over this way. 2, 3. I can't tell how many blocks. And all this is going to be in my way. I'm going to come over and count the blocks real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more makes 7. And then we have on the second one, one here, one there, like that, one here, one under it like that, 2 more under, and on this third one goes what? There's 3, 1. Oh, okay, it does. It goes over like this. Wow, I don't know how I'm going to make all this fit up here. It looks like this is going to have to be a 10 across by 10 down. I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure this gets 7 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one's showing 8, but I'm going to put 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it gets black under it right here. Here. This is going to be a lot of building, guys, because I got to figure out which ones make 4 patches, so I might be here a while. Because I got to put the white in and then the big squares to fill it all in. You know, the 2.5-inch squares, which I'm going to blend all the whites just like the last time. This goes all the way to this one. Oh, nope, one more. And then it has around here, here, and here, and here, here, and then out here, which I can't see under there, but we're going to build under it because I really have no other choice. I'm hoping you guys can see this very good. This is definitely this block is, let's open it up again. My tablet's going to die soon too because I've been leaving it open all day. This is the one I'm doing. It's like a pickaxe, I guess is what they'd be called. You really can't tell the colors because that whole screen shining on screen thing. No, the sword will be the next one that I do. All right, let's finish filling this in. It goes under here. Let's just move my machine, make it easier. Trying to follow the picture, and I'm missing some of the pictures, so I'm just kind of replicating one side for another, I guess, if that makes any sense. Oops, that's 2 pieces. Don't want that like that. I've actually sewn 2 pieces of fabric together before. All right, now we're going to fill in some whites until it looks like we can start filling it in with, what's the word for it? Oh my God, I can't think right now. The 2.5-inch squares. So as soon as we know that we have 4 patches complete, we're using all 3 of these white colors to blend it. I'm just going to rotate through them. There's so many shades of white. There's like snow, there's white, there's gray white, there's all sorts of white colors. You guys know that, right? It's very hard to choose a white for a project when there's so many different ones. All right, so that has to be one right here. That will fit a 2.5-inch square. I'm trying to create these 4 patches. So here's a 4 patch. This needs to be here to create a 4 patch. This needs to be here to create that 4 patch. There's a 4 patch. Got to create that 4 patch. 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch. My goodness. 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch. And I have to pay attention to the orientation and put everything back every time. Then this is a 4 patch right here, right there. Okay, we're doing good here, guys. I'm figuring it out. 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch. Ooh, look, I don't have to add to that one. 4 patch, 4 patch, 4 patch. That's got to be white. That's right. Okay, so we got there, there, there. I guess I'm filling this whole section in right here. Ah, stay. Oh my goodness, come off. I'll look at the comments in just a second. All right. Now let's figure out these ends. We'll need it right here just in case. So there's going to be like 4 patches and 2 patches, I think, because the rest of the block gets surrounded with black, but it needs white before it. So I'm not sure how many across and down I am yet. We're going to see right now. I might have to because of the whole 4 patch thing. So let's count this again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. That makes a 4 patch, but these don't make 4 patches. So this goes here. Aha! I'm figuring it out, guys. Because then there'd be a regular square right there. Because 1 4 patch is a 2.5 inch square. All right. Let's try this again. That one, 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 that one. That ends in a 4 patch. Those all end in a 4 patch. So it would be this, 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 and that, and then these, and then those. So somehow I'm going to have to white around the outside, but we'll fill that in a second. And move these out of the way and grab regular white so that we know where it goes. I'm getting in front of the camera just for a second. So I need the whites. I have 3 different color whites. I don't know if I'm going to need the squares. Okay. Wow, cool. Be right back, going to sewing room to work and listen. Doing great. I would never get it right. Me neither. Hi, Janet. Everyone was just saying that you were going to be here because you have just posted in the group. All right. So it's going to be separated a little, but, you know, because obviously these have to be sewn together, but we're just going to put the squares here anyway, so that we can count how many across and down we're at. So they look kind of funky right now, but we're just filling it in. And that's not really meant to be too confusing, but it's definitely looking confusing. I might move those further down out of my way. I'm hoping that it really looks like a sword thing. So this would make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across. So I guess the outside of the axe thing, I might see. I want it to be outsided with gray, so, or black. All right. That. Ooh, see, this has to be single patches. You guys see what's happening there? Come on. See, so those are singles right there, which makes that 4 patches. So they're going to align differently, I think. So then they'll be here. I don't need the black. I'm definitely confusing the crap out of myself. Let's see, that goes there, there, here, and here. And I might have to add more. Let's see how that works out. It might end up with 4 patches right here. We're going to see how that lines up in a second. And that would be there. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. And there. Okay. And since I only have 2 of these, I'm going to pull some of the really bright whites out and put those in. Okay. All right, let's sew some 4 patches together. And I'm just going to get up and sit down and get up and sit down this whole time because I don't want to lose where everything goes. You know, I don't want to mess anything up. So let me bring it up so you guys can see. again, what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, move. We're going to move these browns down here. So that's what I'm doing. I know you can see it. Okay. Let's move these things out of my way because I don't need them right now. And we're going to start with this 4-patch right here. We need to keep it in this orientation, so I'm just going to put these right sides together. Right sides together. And I'm going to grab them on the side that needs to be sewn. And I think I'm just going to stand for this to make it a whole lot easier. That's because I'm going to be back and forth. If I can find my pedal when I'm standing. There we go. Make it easier on myself. Line it up. Keep them attached. Just make one to the left, one to the right, right sides together, and sew down one side. And I'm just going to finger press this whole entire thing for now. I know that's a lot of 4 patches. Actually, I might have to run back and forth with the iron because it's really not laying flat. All right. I should put the iron next to me. All right, let's put it back the way it goes. Right there. See that? Wow. One down. And we're going to make sure that it's a 2.5-inch square. Look at that. See that? It's an exact 2.5-inch square, guys. Just what we want. So, okay. One down. A zillion more to go. Right sides together. Right sides together. And I'm going to grab them on the side that I need to sew on. And I think I'm going to, what was I saying? I think I'm going to grab my little ironing board and bring my iron this way. That way I don't have to keep walking all the way over there. So I'm always pressing the top one to the right or left and the bottom one to the right. I think that'll make it easier. One's left, one's right. That way they all lay the same for nesting purposes. Yeah. Trying to make sure. Sewing on the correct side. Okay. So I'll press this and I'll be right there in front of the screen in just a second. So it goes right there. See, now they're separated a little. See if I can't put this. I can't put this anywhere. And I can't get the other board out, so let's move this close to me. How's that? Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to pull this close to me. Turn it like this. So that way my pressing area is right here. Just like that. Blocking my path to anything. I have to walk around. Now I have tangled cords. Do you ever think I plan ahead? No. Definitely not. Not that kind of person. I'll come read the screen in a second. That way I don't have to. I guess I can read the screen every time I stand up, honestly. There we go. That way I don't trip over anything. All right. Can't stand and sew, but I can't walk and chew bubblegum either. Hi, Terry. Did I say hi? Yeah, I don't know who I'm saying hi to anymore. So hard through these videos. Okay, 2 down. Now let's do these. Right sides together, right sides together. Grab the side I'm going to sew on. Leave it on the machine. So the next, as long as this 1/4-inch seam is the same every time on your accurate piece that you have cut, your little 1.5-inch square, you should get a 2.5-inch square every single time. As long as it's the same every single time. finger pressing, then pressing with the iron. All right, and then that goes, oh, nope, goes that way. See, it's really easy to get turned around. I'm going to move all this out of my way. I don't want to knock any of it over, which I'm doing, just leaning on the table. That way all my back and forthness doesn't make a big, huge disaster. Okay, next one, this one. Technically, I have no right side or wrong side. I just need to put them together and grab the side I need to sew. And the screen timed out, so you know what I'm making. You can see it right here. And every time I read something, I'll just come to, when I come that way, I'll look at the screen to read. So put them down like this. I know I'm sewing this side every time. Anybody timing me how long this is going to take? Because this one seems like it's going to take forever. All right. Now goes this way. Aha! Next. Let's put those together. Those together. I'm always pressing with my finger, the top one to the left, the bottom one to the right. That way, when everything is put together, it should be opposite every time because they're pressed the same. I'm not really a pressing genius, but I guess it's like laws of physics. It should work out because every other block is coming a different way. So, all right. Goes that way like that. So now this row is now complete and this row is now complete. So now let's do this one like this. Grab the side I need to sew. That way I'm not messing anything about. I mean, it's not really, I'm thinking about it, it's not really that hard to work with pieces this small. It's the orientation that you have to get correct every time for it to work out. You know what I mean? It's definitely something you got to pay attention to. That way you don't end up with something wrong like my earlier video where I had to pick. All right, so this goes that way. Yeah, that way. I think I'm going to start pulling the rows down together so I can pay attention to how it goes. Like that. So these ones are done. Let's put this one together. And this one together. Grab the side I need to sew. Bring them over here. And for anybody that is interested in making this and watching the video afterwards, if you are subscribed to my channel, don't forget to join the group. It's where I will be posting still photos, and have already, still photos of every block that I'm making, so that if you want to make them, it's pretty much the diagram. You can just follow that, you know. They are colored pictures, you know, of the fabric, so it's easy to tell what color they are, that some are darker and lighter. You know, the video, in my videos, it tells you what I'm doing. So the videos are easy to follow. All right, these two. So if you want to make it, join the group so you can get the still shot photos of what I've made. If you want to do it your own way, then just Google it like I did, you know. But I'm making it different than all the ones I've seen. And I think it's working out really nicely. You guys saw earlier, everybody that was on earlier, you guys pretty much saw what I've done so far when I laid them out. And I took a picture, but I don't want to share the picture until the whole thing is done, because I really wanted to add these blocks. Oops, goes that way. Let's press it. Okay, now this guy goes like that. So this, now we have this one and this one to make. So let's grab this, grab the side I need to sew. Almost sounded like I ran out of bobbin, but I shouldn't have. Not yet, at least. Put them together. Sew them. Press it. My fingers in the iron. And then that goes with the black up. So let's do this one now. So I don't want to, it's kind of weird having my chair directly behind me. Like I should sit, but I'm not going to. Maybe this will help me sleep tonight. You know what I mean? Because I have a hard time sleeping. This is a lot of little 4 patches to make, guys, and I still have a ton more things to make with these little things. And I'm not even just pressing them and then heating them. I'm actually heating them as I go. So here's the next row. Okay, so this is a 4 patch that goes together. Grab on the side I need to sew. My next run towards that direction, I will read the screen. That way I don't have to put my glasses on this whole time. I have my glasses in the case. It's easier if I just read up close. My head was hurting. That's why I took my hair down too. I went in the pool. So that's why it's frizzy too. Frizzy, messy, and at least my hair's down so my head don't hurt anymore. Okay, so that goes that way. And then that's the next one. Okay, Tiffany, you can do it. This is a lot of work. This is a workout block for sure. I know quilting is a workout, better than the gym. Yeah, and you know, I've told you guys this before. When you're doing stuff like this and ironing and making things, squats. Take a second, do some squats, come over to your thing. That kills me, by the way, but for those of you who can do it, you know, you can get your exercise while you're quilting, and make sure when you're quilting or piecing or whatever, you know what I mean? It's the same thing to me, that you always take breaks and stretch. That is very important, because if you're like, especially free motion quilting while sitting down, for those of you who can't catch your posture, which I have horrible posture, if you can't sit up straight and do it, you know, correctly, you're going to slouch and you're going to get sore. So you need to take breaks, pull your arms above your head. Oh, that just cracked. You know, you need to do things like that so that you don't get stiff. And, you know, getting stiff while quilting, you definitely don't want that, because then you won't want to piece and quilt anymore. And that's not a good thing. You definitely don't want to lose your hobby because you're stiff and sore. And you don't want this to put you in bed the whole next day either. All right, next one. All right, didn't see no comments when I looked, and I keep hitting myself on the chair. Again, I'm just pressing to the top, to the left first on the top piece, and to the right on the bottom piece with every single one of these. I'm hoping everything lines up. Since it's going at an angle, everything is staggered, you know? Yeah, this way. Every time that piece is up. That's how I know I'm sewing in the correct direction. And if I have to turn any seams, then I will. All right, so that one goes there, and that's there. So here's the last 2 4 patches for this row. So again, right sides together, the side that I need to sew. The next one I'm going to try to just grab from over here. So I'm just going to lay that right there because I know that that's that piece. And put this one in through right now. So I don't have to walk over there again, even though I'm going to in a few minutes anyway. There's got to be a lazy way to do this. I guess it would be having a diagram right in front of you would probably make it easier. I stay. And press it this way. All right, so let me press these. That's the first one. That's the second one. So this one goes like that, and this one goes like that. No, goes like this. I knew I was getting something wrong. All right, next row. 3 blocks are already done. Look at that. So I got to put these 4 together, those 4, those 4, those 4, and those 4. So let's put these like that. We're going to put these on top like this already and just get it done right here. Way I can just grab them from in front of me. Maybe that'll help. Just like this. They're all in order. I'm always going to grab with my right hand. Let's see if that works. Remember, I'm all about the easy ways of doing things. Oops. Pressed it the wrong way. Can't tell. I think Michelle's was the last one that I saw. So I'm pretty sure there's no new comments because I can see her name is highlighted in blue. What the hell? All right. That's the first one. I'm going to lay it right there. I'm grabbing the top one from the right, and I'm going to sew it. Grab the bottom one and sew it. I'm going to see if we mess anything up doing it this way. So I could just do it this way the whole time. Okay, and sew on this. Press it this way. So this is the second one. I'm going to just lay them here in order. Grab this one first. Look at this, guys. I think I'm doing it. Getting it correct. Left. Right. So finger press. Left, right, so finger press. That's the third one. Let's do this one. I think this was easier than running around each side and going. So now I can just press them all and lay them where they go. I might have me a system here that might work for the other ones as well. Could you imagine doing this whole entire thing in 1.5 inch squares? The whole quilt, like, you know, that I made? That would be crazy. Instead of big blocks, just little dinky blocks. I'm wondering what size they would come out. Let's see, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There'd be 8 3/4 inch blocks, I think. Trying to think. Yeah, because you're missing half, 1, 2. No, there'd be 7 3/4 inches, something like that. My goodness, that would be so small. Be a lot of work too. But if you wanted to do it, you can. All right, so that's the last one. So let's do this one first so I don't get anything out of order. Okay, so he goes there. Then this one goes here. And this one goes there. There. And last one goes there. Look at that. This is the most easiest way to do it now, and this is how I'm going to do it. So this is a 4-patch. This is a 4-patch. This one. And I'll look at the screen in just a second because I'm pretty sure there's more talking. Wow, there's more. Okay, I'm going to a quilt show tomorrow in Amish. Ooh, that sounds fun. The Ron dude, that Ron dude is there, but I don't get tickets for the trunk show. Ron who? I'm trying to think. I don't know a Ron character. My mom likes him, but I'm just meh. I don't watch him often. Marla, that sounds like a wonderful day. Wish I was going. Lots of vendors. Are you talking about Rob? Rob Appel? It's Rob, R-O-B. I was supposed to actually go meet him in California. Haven't done that. He was just up in Oregon recently. Yeah, it's what was Man Sewing. Now he's on Making It Fun. And it's through, oh my God, what's Michael Miller Fabrics. That's what he's through. So, yeah. But yeah, you guys are talking about Rob Appel. That'd be cool. Maybe you'll run into him. If you run into him all on your own, get a selfie with him. He's really nice. You can talk surf with him. What's up? Surf's up, dude, because he surfs. He's a surfer. Tattooed surfing quilter. Very rare. Very rare. Yeah, he used to work for Missouri Star, but he doesn't anymore. Which was what Man Sewing was through, was Missouri Star. But I think it was a lot of travel for him. Now he records in his own studio at his house. And he just got himself a long arm, a Juki, which I wanted before I got my King Quilter. I wanted the Juki 2200 QVP. But I had no place to play with it. Nobody around here sells it. So there was nowhere for me to demo that. And they don't bring those to our local quilt shows. We get Handy Quilter and Gamble and things like that. And Innova, who did we have last year besides Handy Quilter? What's that other brand? I'm trying to think. We had a couple different brands. We didn't get the new Jukis though, which kind of sucks because I didn't get to play with them. And they were more in my budget-friendly budget. I needed something that was better budgeted, but what I found was better. So and it works great, and I'm happy with my purchase. So that's all that matters. That's the next one. And now last one. Oh, it's very good. I can't tell. I'll look in a second. Wow, I got a lot more 4 patches to sew by the looks of things. And I can't just chain piece it all through because then I won't remember what goes where. I mean, I would actually, every 2 pieces that I chain piece would be part of a single block. So technically I could probably chain piece the rest of it. You know me, like I said, easier ways to do things. That's me. Whatever way I can find to make it easier, that's what I do. All right, let's get these pressed. I'm mainly just laying the iron on them and steaming them butt loads because I already finger press them. They just don't lay flat from finger pressing. And that one goes there. Look how much it's shrinking just putting them all together. That's crazy. No. Yes. I know that looks funny for a second, but... And yes, yeah, because that's the creation that it made sideways at the tip point. All right, so I'm going to attempt to chain piece all of this, I think. So I know every 2 sets is going to go together. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. So I need, hold on. I'm thinking of the orientation from my position that I'm in. So I'm going to just do this. These 2, because that's all 1 block. This and this is 1 block. That way I could sew from the right. This and this is 1 here. So every 2 sets. Let's not mess this up, Tiffy. Not today. All right. And then this row will be this, like that. Let's see if I can do this. Cross your fingers. I'm going to get it correct. All right, last couple. They're all on top, and I just need to run them through. All right, let's do this. So these 2 will go together. And instead of whatever, now the seam will be the opposite way, but that's okay because it's getting hooked to regular squares anyway, so should work out just fine. And every 2 will be hooked together. Should work out. And I said I was going to look at the screen, and I totally just forgot until just now. While I'm chain piecing this whole lot. Oh my goodness, lay on top of each other. There we go. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to keep these in order. So these 2 go together like that. These 2 go together. These 2 go together. Look at that. I'm getting it. Okay. So same thing. I'm just going to keep pressing everything the same way. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Now that I've swapped my direction, so now I just sew them together on the side that's hooked. That way I don't lose the orientation. So when it's open, the side that I'm sewing, if this makes any sense right now, when you think about it, when you put it together, the side that's hooked is the side that you sew down. If you unhook it, you will lose the direction. If you sew on this side, you might get the orientation wrong by laying it in a different spot, you know, so it will have to be flipped, if that makes any sense. So now I'm just going to chain piece all these through, and I'll just remember that that's the top one, so it goes furthest that way. Oops, I finger pressed that to the totally wrong direction. Duh. And I said I was going to look at the screen again, but I didn't. I will when I press these. How's that sound? My leg is starting to go dead from standing. All right, 2 more, and then I'll start sewing those other ones after I press these. I think it looks okay with the lighter gray too. Unfortunately, I didn't have that medium gray that the picture shows, but I think it'll be fine. The kid will know what this is. There's no doubt about that. Once it's all put together, it'll be notably notable that it's that. Did I say that right? It sounds weird, but yes, I think I said that correctly. If they play the game, then they know. Okay, so again, that's my bottom, which will be closest this way. And the front one. So I'm going to just press all these and lay them back. And I'll come look at the screen. All right, so I'm going to assume that that's probably going this way. All right, we have, what do you want, Handy? Let's see. Went to one last week and Corey Yonder was there. I love her fabrics from Moda. Ooh, you got to go where the money is. Michael Miller, yes, that's him. I'm reading it from down up. Sorry, guys. Oh, you actually put finger crosses on there. That's kind of cool. All right, this is the next one. So this will go like that. Next one. And this one goes like this. Next one. It's going to go like this. Like that. Wait, no, it is like that. That's right. I'm looking at the picture. The brown is closest to the top. I knew that was looking weird. And then, hold on. Gotta look at the picture again. That's not the correct direction. That's not the correct direction. That's not the correct direction. Maybe that is. Oh, no. Did I not mess? Okay, that was white on the end. That's probably going to be white. We'll see in a second. I'm pretty sure that's the right direction, though, because it looks like it creates an L on that screen. And then there's white at the top in the corner after it. Okay, I'm thinking that's correct. All right, let's push these through. If I have to turn it, I will when I get the rest through. We'll check it before I sew the whole thing together. Should have just did this the whole time. This whole chain pacing. This would have made the whole block go together so much faster. Oh, there's 2 more pieces right here. How'd that happen? I think that goes to this row. Pretty sure it goes to that row. Because it's just sitting there. Got moved from when I was piecing it. The chain piecing line got stuck down there. Hit it, knocked it out of place. But I will conquer this block. I see another thing underneath the thumbs up, so I'll have to look at that in a second. So every 2. So these 2 go together. These 2 go together. These 2 go together. Do you guys talk to yourself like I do when I'm doing this? When you're in your spaces doing your thing, do you talk to yourself in silly words and sounds and so on and so forth? I tend to all the time. Usually I'm listening to music or something, but I have a bad habit of talking to fabric. And there's going to be, now that I'm thinking of it, there's going to be a lot of seams to nest. That's why I was saying that I'm hoping that this whole finger pressing it certain ways is going to work out, but we'll see. It might not. I might have to flip some seams, so this block will definitely need a lot of steam so that it will lay flat. As soon as I get these together and press them, I'll read the screen though. See what people is saying. Does it say how many people are watching? Oh. I can barely see it. 16 it looks like. Don't forget thumbs up, people. Need those thumbs up. It helps me. Well, actually, thumbs up and thumbs down both help, actually, because it means people are actually paying attention and watching the videos, and it's attention in either way, but it'd be nice not to have thumbs down. I actually have quite a few videos, though, that have quite a few thumbs downs in them. Surprisingly, I don't see what's bad. I guess it's my video quality is why I get thumbs down, but whatever. All right, again, this was the bottom. The next one. The next one. See how I keep laying them back in the position? So this will be the first piece. Just going to, let's see what the screen says. All right, we got Marla. There are so many different colors. What color thread will you use to quilt it? Probably, there's a lot of black, so probably a black or something to quilt it. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oops, nope, that goes that way. I'll have to play with the thread outside, you know, look through my threads and lay them. I'll have to lay the thread on the quilt and see what color blends with what color. But I could just do a really bright, shiny color, you know. All right, that goes that way. I'll be right back. Phone with daughter. Okay, Michelle. Aunt B's, yes. Debbie says yes. And I answer myself also. My fabric answers me because I always end up messing up too when I talk to my fabric. It's weird. I'm like, stay, stay. And then it like does not stay. It's like it's trying to be bad, like a child gets in trouble. And then I usually, you know, please line up, please match, please work. All the time. I'm begging it for mercy. Please do what I ask. Hold on. Does that go like that? Looking at the picture. Yes, it does. And the black will go at the end, I think. Let's see. Looking at the picture. Looking at the picture. Looking at the picture. Aha. Does it go down like this? Yes, it does. Yes. No. No. Hold on. So this one is this way. And this one is this way. Aha, because the white goes around the outside because it created like a weird black against the brown and the white on the outside. All right, 8 by 8. And I'm kind of thinking for the black to work, I should make it 10 by 10. 10 across and 10 down. Reason is because it's going to be sitting against black on another block either way. So if I go with the white around the outside, then that will give me 10 across by 10 down, and I won't have to worry about this black right here lining up on anything. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. Why? Because I can. All around this side. So that gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what happened to my third white color? I thought I had 3. I must have used it and blended it in. And that's 2 pieces, not 1. See how this works though, the way I managed to figure things out? Let's just fill this in. So now we need to go up 1 and down 1. That way this is a 10 by 10 unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 across the bottom too. Aha, see, that way it sets this whole thing in. I like it. And let's just finish filling this in. Bam, bam. There we go. Now let's sew it together and hope that it looks good. Put that up there. Move that out of the way. And just like the rest, now that we have blocks, I agree. Yes, I agree. Agree of what? Agree that I have it like this and it sits in. I think that looks good. That's the block on the screen doesn't look like that. The black around the edge of the block that I was showing you guys, it goes around next to the other black and it looks like it just kind of floats in. I don't like that. I like this. I like it in it. So now I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. Let's start with this. Just line these up. It doesn't really matter with all these whites, but I'm going to try to keep them in order. So this would be considered my row 1. This is my row 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm working from the side. And this is row 2, so I'm just going to stack them all like this. Try not to turn anything because these are now directional. So I'm going to sew these together first like this. And then to keep my directionals directional, I'll just pay attention. I will just pay attention to what I'm doing. Just lay them on here, and they're all 2.5-inch squares now. So yay to that. Yeah, that works out. And it looks like my seams are going to be going in the same direction, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to flip some seams as I'm sewing. But when I iron afterwards, what I'll do is I'll iron from the back because I finger press everything anyway. I'll iron from the back and push the seams over the way I finger pressed them. So that way it lays flat, and then I'll press from the top. So for now, I'm just going to sew these together, and then I'll grab each row singly at a time instead of stacking them next to me so they don't get flipped or turned, because I don't want to mess any of it up. And another reminder to those that are watching after the fact of this video being recorded and you're interested in making it, but you need a diagram, make sure you subscribe to my channel and join the Facebook group. So that way you can see still photos of the blocks so that it's pretty much the diagram, because I don't want to have to draw any diagrams. To me, I don't want to draw diagrams because that would be hard. I don't have these colors in my color pencils. So same as always, right, left, right, left, right, left. And yes, some of these seams are going to be kind of bulky, but we're going to make it work. I wish I knew secrets to pressing. I mean, you have to do it once anyway to actually know which way it needs to be pressed properly. I mean, that's how patterns work. They always press things a certain way to find out on their way to know. So I'm going to pull this down to me like so. And I'm just going to stick this under here to hold it for now because it's just hanging off of there. And I'm going to pick these up, and I'm not going to move them out of their orientation. That way everything stays nice. So I picked it up like this. I'm going to keep it like that and set it right here. And now I can actually sit. Yay, it's a miracle. I could sit. Michelle's daughter must know her mom's day. Oh, yeah. Me and Michelle usually talk this late. That's why she's on right now, because she talks to the kids this late too. She talks to her sons and everything. They're all in different time zones as well, so it's probably later. She's probably talking to the one in California and her daughter-in-law, because she actually has 4 sons. If you guys didn't know anything about Michelle and wanted to know anything at all, she has 4 boys who have wives and children. Okay, so let's get going. So I'm going to lay this on here. Okay, these seams are opposing, so that's good. So these should oppose too. Yay, they do. So the right, left thing are opposing seams, but the actual me pressing them all one direction, I should have flipped them, but that's okay. It should work out. I'm hoping that none of these get turned around, because that would really make not for fun after the earlier's picking one block out of all of that to put another one in, because I got that wrong. But you guys at least saw that I do make lots of mistakes. It happens all the time. I don't like to pick when it comes to the full quilt, though. I've done it. I messed up in a quilt that I did, and I had to pick out the whole center block because it was in the wrong orientation. I didn't see it till I was all the way done. I was so mad, so mad. I picked the whole thing out. And I've picked out other projects too, because they were other projects and had to be picked, like the restored quilt. I've done a lot of picking. I try not to, though, on my own things that I've done. All right, again, right, left, right. And I'm going to sit these next to each other to make sure they're in the correct position before I get any further. So every time I finger press anything that's a 4-patch, I'm just going to hook them next to each other like this, make them nice and tight, and make sure that the orientation is correct. That way I can pick it while it's right there in case I messed up. Okay. So now, next. I made a boo-boo, guys. I sewed the seam on top. You see that? I'm all talking about messing things up, and this one's on here. I don't know how that happened. I forgot to flip the block maybe when I was doing that. So let me just pick this little guy out real quick and sew the seam the other way on the other side. Same exact seam. What a retard I am right now. Holy moly. It's the 4 patches, I'm telling you. They drove me insane. And it's still connected to this other one, so I shouldn't drop this whole thing. It's just going to disconnect from this one to this one right here. But that's okay, because I know how to reconnect them so that nothing gets messed up. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Ha. Ha. How that happened, I have no idea. So I'm going to flip this whole thing over real quick. Sew it on the correct side. Okay, flip the whole thing back over. Make sure that it's sewn on the correct side. Ha! That's so weird. Can't believe I did that. And then I'm going to hook them right back together again by doing this. Just going to put a little stitch right here. And a little stitch right here. And break it. And look, they're rehooked together again. See? Ta-da! So let's just make sure that I finger pressed it the correct way. So that's going that way. Okay. Twisted it up. Make sure you don't do that either, twisting them up. Gotta pay attention, but I just had to turn everything. So, all right, we're gonna set this right here to hold it in place. I'm gonna check the screen while all that just hangs there nicely. But that's not bad with all those 4 patches. You can make one mistake. Yeah, I can make a couple mistakes. All right, so let's pick this up. Keeping it in order. Oops, don't let that get out of place. Keeping it in order. Do not turn. Don't turn on me. Walk it this way. Set it down and sew. So I've probably been here a lot longer on this one block that I have in any of the other videos today. But at least I'm making progress. So that leaves me with 2 blocks to do tomorrow sometime. So that should be fun. I'm going to make sure that these are in their correct position real quick. Nothing. Nope, that don't go that way. That goes that way. That goes that way. So something got turned. How did I do that? I don't know. Sew this on first. Guess I'm going to have to check as I go because I didn't turn anything. I picked it all up and brought it to me. That's weird. It goes this way. Maybe I turned it? No, I didn't turn it. I brought it to myself. And that one goes here. Let's make sure. Nope. We'll lift it up and check. So that one does go that way. Okay. So it goes just like this. See, now I'm messing up. Now that I mess up once, I'm going to keep doing it. So something happened right here in this turn. We'll see in a second because I got to make sure with this row that everything is the way it goes by putting all this back for a second. So that goes that way, and that way. So I'm just going to grab from here because I don't want to mess it up. I don't know what I did wrong. This room is covered with little itty bitty threads everywhere. Okay. Right. I don't see. I think the brown color was last, so that was the correct one that I just answered or talked or responded or whatever. Right. Okay, let's try this again. We'll just grab these 3 because I know they go the way they go. We're going to make this easy on me. So I'll grab the 3 and then I'll just grab the next ones as I go. Without turning them. One thing that's going to mess all this up is the fact that my chain piecing is landing on all this. The bigger this gets, the harder it's going to be to keep it off of that. What I'm doing to see if there's comments is I'm looking at the last color on the screen, because you guys' names all have different little color icons. So if I see a different color icon, then I know there's a new comment. Smart, right? Then I can get up and look. And I'm definitely getting dry mouth. I keep chapstick in here. I also keep little snacks in here for things to chew on. Starbursts. Oh, there's a picture. While I open me a Starburst. Woohoo, I just finished the borders on my quilt just now. Yay, Janet! Post pictures. All right. I'm just going to take these because they're reachable, or not reachable, but these will be. I'm going to lay this nicely on my lap because it's getting so much bigger now. I'm probably boring you guys, aren't I? With this one block. This one block is taking as much time as it took to make two. This is going to be my first time ever making a pixelated pickaxe. Very weird, right? I've never made one, and I'll probably never make another. Like, I've made a lot of faces and all sorts of weird pixelated stuff, but never a pickaxe. Or any weapon, honestly, of any kind. I've never made a weapon in a quilt. So this is a first. But I don't know if they're considering it a weapon in the game, though. I think it's for digging, because the game, Minecraft, I think you, like, build things and dig and, holy moly, where did that, okay, that was right. You dig and build and blah, 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 or whatever. So I think this is actually for building. You don't hurt anybody or anything. So, but still, it can be considered a weapon in barbaric times. All right. 4 more rows left to assemble, and then I can sew them all together, which is the quick part. Uh-oh, I see more colors. I'll look in a second, guys, because I got to get up and grab those pieces anyway. Let's see. There's the borders. Okay, I already read that. Way to go, Janet, said Misty. Marla said 306. I am here in Ohio. I just pushed the recliner back and I try to stay awake till you finish. Okay. Well, not much longer. I say, like, what, 15 maybe a little bit more minutes till this is done. Something like that. Ooh, that was pineapple. Yum. Sorry if you hear me smacking my lips eating my Starburst candy. I really enjoy you guys being here with me, though, even late night when I'm on. A long time ago, you know, before I had a computer, I would get on and it wouldn't be very many people because I didn't have many subscribers. So now I have, oops, uh-oh, no. That way. But now I have subscribers now. Not a lot, but enough to where I have people that can hang out with me late night. Which is pretty awesome. I don't mean to keep you guys up, but it's Friday night anyway, right? So what does it matter? I gotta stop this from landing on it every time it's turning my pieces. Keeps going, no matter what I do. If I move the machine closer to me, just a little bit more. Stay up here. Okay. Three more rows. Whew. All right. Left. Right. Left. Right. I'm like trying to speed do this now. In a hurry. That's right. And that's left. All right. This one's only 3. I think I know what I'm going to do real quick. Because I know these are all the top ones, I'm just going to move it all out of my chain piecing way. Like this. That way, I stop hitting it. Take an extra second to do this, but that way I can stop hitting the dumb thing. And everything's still in order, but now it won't get knocked out of order. Oh, there's more colors again on the screen. Holy moly. The last one was a baby blue one. I'm going to have to get up in a second and look. Plus I got to grab those pieces anyway, so I might as well. Grab me another Starburst while I'm at it, I guess. Oops, why did I do that? I was trying to stand up is why it happened. Marla, okay. I like the all pink Starburst. Pink. I love them. I'm a night owl like me. Well, you're a night owl like me. I am too. Can't sleep a couple hours before. I'm back way too. Yeah. And B says, me too, Marla, when I was still a laborer and delivery nurse. Always worked nice. Yeah, every real job I ever had in the past, years and years and years ago, I always actually worked graveyard shift because of my insomnia. I've always had insomnia. Yeah, who just gave me problems? What was my internet, but was it? I have eaten Starburst in a year, probably at least 10 years. Wow. It's a long time to never have a Starburst. People never call me. I'm afraid they will wake me during the day. That's me. I don't even answer my phone during the day. I can stay awake and sit all night, but once I sit in the recliner and push it back, it don't take long. If I ate a Starburst, I'd be in a coma for the sugar. Starbursts aren't that bad. Okay. I'm just going to pull this whole row without turning anything close to me. Like that, so I can reach it and not have to stand. Okay. There's not much sugar in just one little Starburst. Whoa, don't turn on me. I don't know why that looks wrong. But it's right. Okay. I have a seam that I got to flip now. I haven't had to flip any seams on these ones yet. Oh, there it is. My hair is everywhere too. I'm sewing my hair into the seams. Okay. All right. All right, 2 more rows, guys. And I can sew the rows together, press the darn thing, and be done tonight. And like I said, I'm probably tired enough that I could actually go to sleep by the time I'm done with this. Keep them in this position. And there's no more 4 patches after this row. So that will make it super simple to put this the final row on, because I don't have to worry about anything flipping or turning or being the wrong way. And I'm going to check it before I sew them together. I'm going to lay this on the table all hooked together like this and check it to make sure that it looks correct. It will look funny because some of the pieces are now shrunk and some aren't. I'm glad I added the last rows of white, creating the 10 patch, because I think it'll make it a lot easier. That way the next the small little axe one, I think will come out a lot smaller because it's a centered block. So that one I think I can do with the 8x8. Oh, here's a seam I got to flip. That's the second one now. Third one. And I'll check comments in a second. Let me just finish these up, and then when I'm looking at it, make sure that it's accurate, then I'll read the comments, because that next row should sew on pretty darn quick. And I'm just going to pick it up the opposite way because it really doesn't matter. It's all whites. All right, let me just sew this on, and then I'll check the comments when I'm checking the block to make sure that it's all correct and I don't need to flip or turn or move anything, because I don't want it to be messed up, because that would suck. Like, really. This is a lot of work right here, and it needs to be accurate. All right, let me just lay this out real quick so everything's connected. It's looking correct so far. Obviously, they're going to be a little offset because they're not connected yet, but all right, so all the light brown goes where it's supposed to. That goes where it's supposed to. Dark brown goes. The whites are going. The black is creating an up and down around. Okay, it looks correct. Let me check the screen. Prayer Jade. I can't see what that says. It goes way up. I hope that's not another bot thing, because I really don't want to get. Let's see. Yep, it is. My husband calls me and says, "Are you up yet?" Okay. All right, let me get rid of this bot thing. I see now that I have more subscribers, guys, this is going to happen, and I can't. That's why I added whatever, whatchamacallits. Let's see, who can only eat one, right? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Hi from Brazil. So Player Jade is saying they're from Brazil, but I'm getting rid of them. Nice, like, good live. Bye. Okay, well, I can leave those. It doesn't really say anything bad. Did you get the kids this evening? Yeah, I had them. They're gone. They went earlier. So you're an insulin dependent diabetic. A little sugar leads to a lot of sugar. Okay, I get it now. My husband is the same way. Blah, 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 blah. But he can't small be happy. He will inhale the whole thing. His sugar goes sky high. It's hard when your body craves it. Yeah, it's got to be. Totally understand. Horrible disease. Mother suffered as well. I feel for everyone has to deal with it. Yes, it is. Marla, I went to Savannah with my husband last week and took my sewing machine, got binding done on one quilt and double borders on another one. Ooh, nice. Post pictures, guys. Post pictures. Okay. Let's sew this together and be done now. All right. Everything is correct. So the only seams I just need to worry about is the connections, which they should, the center connections in between the seams. So other than that, the rest of everything should go together nicely, anything that's white. So I'm just going to line it up, make sure everything is going the way that I finger pressed. And anything else, I'll have to just finagle the seams. Make it all match up nicely, nest everything up. It goes just a little bit slower because I'm worried about 2 different seams flipping on me every time I sew down now. Because there's 2 different seams that are going to be turning. But making everything go the way I want it to go. Okay. You know, the cool part about doing this block with white and multiple different white shades of white is if this quilt gets any dirt from the kid on the white, it's not going to be as noticeable because it's different shades of white. So you're not really going to notice the difference if it gets dirty. That's one cool thing about all the different shades. Trying to hold this up as I go. All right. Here we go now with nesting more than just the seams from the intersection. So now I got double the seams to nest. Holy moly. And this is a lot right here. This row definitely has a lot of seams to nest. All right. So far, everything's going pretty smooth. It's not going to really matter if it's not perfect, but I'm not like trying to be a perfectionist, but I do want it to look accurate and not be shifted at all. If that makes any sense to anybody. Just rather keep it nice. And last. Okay. Again, I'm just finger pressing the whole thing. Trying to, at least with all these seams, it makes it just a little bit harder than the last blocks. But we're going to get it. All right, here's another one. Make sure everything's right side up. And hook all these seams together because this is the second row of all that seam. And you guys can just talk amongst yourselves, I guess, for now, because I'm not getting up to check anything unless it's, unless I grab my glasses. That's the only way I'm going to see. And I could grab them, but I'm almost done, so I can just read everything right before I get off. Or right, you know, between the pressing part. I'm going to slide my finger. I do not have a moderator, it looks like, in the group right, or in the chat right now either, to stop any more bad stuff if there is any more. From strange YouTube jumpers, I guess that's what you can call them, where they go from live to live to live to, because there's nothing else better to do. They just click on it and act dumb. Okay. Next one. Oops, come on. Stay. Here we go. Line it up nicely. Well, it looks like the seams seem to be going in opposite directions, except for like 2 so far in all my midsections. So that's actually a good thing, because it should lay a lot flatter with the seams being opposite direction in the pieced parts of the little tiny 4 patches. So that's a good thing. Okay. All right, so I have quite a few rows on. I'm going to start going the opposite way just because it's starting to get really bulky. So I'm just going to bring that over like that and start sewing from this other direction. It's stuck on something. What is it stuck on? Okay. Stay. Nice. Nice fabric. Stay. Not as silly tonight as I usually am, and I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm like trying to concentrate on this. I'm actually paying attention to what I'm doing instead of just randomly sew like I usually do. Oh my goodness. Come on. Flip over. Stay down. So much bulk right there. Come on, right there. I kind of just sew to each junction. As soon as the needle is down in the junction is when I'm stopping. It makes it just a little bit easier. That's why you're hearing the machine go off, on, off, on, off, on. I'm sticking to something here. I'm not even going to finger press it right now. Just going to flip to the next one and just sew. Because there's so many seams, I don't want to fight with them right this very second. I've probably been on for quite some time. I can't tell. It looks like an hour and something minute. An hour 4:40. Hour and 40 something minutes. I think that's an 8 or a 6. I'm not sure. So this is pretty much a 2-hour freaking block. One block in 2 hours. Holy moly. That's a long time. This is probably the slowest I've slowed. Slowest I've sewed. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get my words mixed up. But it's probably the slowest in a long time. So I'm usually pretty darn quick. Because stuff like this, when you really got to pay attention, takes forever. But I really appreciate you guys hanging in with me. Make me feel all special. Come on. Right there. There we go. Stay nice. Thread got stuck on that one. I always feel so like I'm being so dangerous because I'm always getting my fingers right to the edge and I don't have needle guard. There's a special foot that has a needle guard and I've ran over my fingers so many times. Like I've even done it during a live stream. It's not my fault. I get so close trying to hold things. All right, flip it to the next one. This. My goodness, guys. 2 more. That's it. This one and another one. And then we can look at it. Make sure it's all where it's supposed to be. And hope that I didn't mess up. I don't think I did. Because we checked before doing this. And what stops me now? A bobbin change. I was on a roll. If I could find my bobbins. Oh, they got pushed way under there. This is literally 1 row left. And then I have a little black right here randomly. But look at that. I used all those bobbins so far in the last, what did I say, 3 days when I rolled them all. I can't believe it. I go through a lot of bobbins. And I don't see how. I like sew the same projects as everybody else. But I guess it's because I'm always sewing my scraps together right after and so on and so forth. Hold on. I got to clean a little dust thing right here. I've been using the thread cutter so much. But it created a big dust bunny in there. Okay. That's one thing about that thread cutter, the built-in thread cutter, is it definitely creates a disaster under the machine. And machines that are electronic, you got to make sure you keep that cleaned out because you don't want it to get messed up. Okay, last one. And it's no extra seams that need to be paid attention to. So, should sew really nicely all the way down. Come on, make the clicking sound. Are you kidding me? Gotta get that iron started or I won't be able to press. All right, here we go. Zoom on down. Zoom on down to piecing town. Almost done. All right, so I'm going to finger press. Look at it, guys. I have created something. Oh, woohoo! I'll check the comments in just a second. Let me. Oops, I don't remember which way I was pressing. I guess I could try to get them all that way. All these seams make it hard to see which way they were going. And I think that's the last one right here. There's going to be a lot of thread that I got to pick out of this. Because this was really messy to make. All right, let me press it and then you guys get to see what I have done. All nice and pretty. I get some of this out at least before I start ironing it. It all comes out. It's just the shredding of the fabric. It gets tangled up in the seams as I'm sewing because I don't keep my little area nice and clean. I tend to just keep a disaster going on up here, as you can see. I just blow it out of the way. Pretty sure you guys do it too. All right. I'm going to start from the back, and let me turn the camera just a little. Yeah, I have a lint thing right here. My lint thing. So I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to start from right here because it looks like they're going two separate ways. I'm just going to push it. I'm not pushing down on the iron. I'm just running the hot iron along it real quick, giving it just a little bit of assistance with the tugging from one side to keep that seam open. All right, now all of this I'm going to go this way with. So you can tell, I guess, that there's some seams that needed to be flipped, but it's okay. As long as I get them nice and flat, it should work out. Just put the iron right next to it and it should flatten them out just fine. I'm not really tugging, I'm just kind of giving it a little extra help. Oops, so used to steaming. All right, turn it over. Make sure there's no creases, folds, or anything. Add steam if I had water in the iron. I wasn't spilling the water away from the iron. But you can see my block. All right, let's steam this baby up and then pull the rest of these threads. And then roll it. So this means I have 2 blocks left to make, guys. There's some brown coming out through the white area. All right. I really love this lint thing. No, it's not heavy. It just slides around really easily. I just need it out of my way. Ta-da! See, this is why I wish I had the darker gray, but you can see, right? I think it looks cool. See, I think the reason why it has the darkness, like, okay, so that it's light, medium, and dark, is it's supposed to look like a shadow, like a shadow. So I'm going to hold this and find my theme bobber. And I'm going to scroll up so you guys can see. All right, I saw the lint roller comment. So anything below that. Have a ruptured Achilles tendon. Oh, yeah, you've said that. I can't have surgery because of diabetes. I'm going to turn this so you guys can see the block and me. There we go. Turn it like that. There we go. So you can tell. Ouch. What's a turkey tie, Janet? I don't know. She's answering that most likely. It will heal without surgery. Hubby diabetic and had heart surgery. Said Vicky. Oh, I didn't even know you were here, Vicky. Hello, Vicky. Cool. I have used the same thing, but didn't work out very well. I prefer the sticky roller ones. Good. Great job, Tiff. It's a tie turkey up with a thin metal stick. Looks great. They have casted the big toe pointer ballerinas. They say it is successful. Sometimes they have foot drop forever. I have foot drop. And I have plantar fasciitis. So I feel problems, let me tell you. And I have to wear a special brace all the time. It freaking sucks. But I wear it at night. I don't wear it during the day. because I can hold I still have one tendon available in my foot to hold my foot. When I walk, I can still pull myself up. It's kind of cool. Like a skewer, it's awesome. What blocks do I have left? High, as they're called officially. Turkey lacer around the end. Okay. And I don't know what that is. Okay. So what blocks I have left, I can't show you, so I have to open this up. Actually, I'll just show you from here because the pictures are on my phone as well, and it's probably a lot clearer than looking from my tablet. I'm like 100% sure it's a lot clearer. So what I have left now is that guy. It's a sword. And that one I'm probably going to do the same thing where I'll go all the way around with the white. And then the other one, because I just did that, obviously I didn't use as dark of a gray, but that's okay. And then, hold on, let me scroll through these little fellers. Oh, that's not it. This one. And this one, I think I can get in an 8x8 and then put the black around it. That's why I figured I'd save this one for last. And then I'm going to probably use green in there because I don't have a yellow. But I'm pretty sure the kid ain't going to know the difference or care, honestly, because I did not buy yellow. I bought oranges, but not yellow. So I might use the lighter green colors that I have to put in there. So this one will be an 8x8. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. That makes one block. That makes one block. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this one I can do in an 8x8. So with the black around it. And that's it. That was all of them. Aha. See, I really want to do this. I could just make this with my leftover orange. Let's see if I can't get it bigger. See this little guy right here in the corner, the snow thing? I kind of want to make him and then show you guys how to make the green guy and then maybe just put those into the back of the quilt to where it's kind of two-sided. I like that idea. I've done plenty of two-sided quilts, but I'm going to have a lot of leftover orange, but then I might not. I don't know. Because I never did the zombie either, which is all the greens. I was going to do the zombie too. These all the other greens. So you have to sew them all. Oh yeah, this is the whole thing. I'm doing the whole thing video. Everything that I do that I haven't touched anything besides some cutting, obviously. Everything is all video for you guys so that everyone can see how it's going together. And the quilting, like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to show you that part yet because I haven't figured out how to hook this to the frame yet. You know, once I get the long arm. I was going to call it a laptop. Once I put the long arm back on the frame. So, all right, guys. Let me hold it up one more time. Isn't that so cool? I wished I could have done a darker gray. I should have probably threw that darker gray in right here. But you know what? It's all good. You know what it is. You could tell. The kid's name in pixel on the back. You know, I actually thought about that for the front. If it didn't turn out long enough with the 3 across by 4 down, I was thinking at the top, across the top or across the bottom, putting the child's name. But I wasn't going to pixel it. I was just going to applique bubble letters because that would be easy for me to do. So, all right. So, yep, 2 more blocks left to do. And like I said, once I sew the 3 across by 4 down together, I'm going to take a measurement. I need to be at least 88 to 90 something inches long to fit properly on a twin. It's going to be, hold on, 20, 40, 60. It's going to be about 59 wide, but it's also going to get a border. So, you know, 59. A twin mattress is 39 or 38 inches, I think, by, oh my goodness. A twin mattress is 39. I was almost correct. I was 1 number off by 75. An average quilt is 70 by 90. So 20, 40, 60, 80. My length is going to be 70 something. So I need to go down to 90. So I might have to just put a strip of black or white fabric at the bottom applique the name or put the name of the child in the bottom. You know that I don't even know the name of the child yet. I just know that the child is turning 6. Scott knows because he talked with the woman, but yeah. Oops. I'm making something for a no-namer. So yeah, it needs to be at least 70 by 90. So the side borders will make it big enough, but the top and bottom is going to have to make it bigger. So I could put the name. All right. So you guys have seen that this block took 2 hours and 6 minutes. Well, 6 minutes of talking right now, but pretty much 2 hours. Plus all the pre-cutting that I did prior to putting this together, guys. So, but now you know that for those that are beginners watching this later, 4 1.5-inch squares put together into a 4-patch makes a 2.5-inch square. So anybody that ever makes quilts or like wants to do a really cool Irish chain and create a secondary chain in the Irish chain can be done with 1.5-inch squares and 2.5-inch squares, just putting the ones together. So just so you know, I mean, Irish chain is probably very, very, very beginner friendly, and I can probably teach that with that secondary chain because I'm talented like that and I can make something like that work perfect. All right, guys, I'm gonna let everyone get to sleep and or whatever you guys do. I'm gonna go have a smoke, have a snack, and watch some Walking Dead until I fall asleep. So I love you all. I thank you for joining, and I'm happy you guys stuck with my 2 hours of one block and my chit chat and everything else. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow whenever you guys, I don't know what time will be on. It'll probably be early or late. I don't remember what time the girls come. Oh my goodness. Just watch for your notification. And if you don't get notifications, I'm sorry. All right, guys. Good night. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all those things. I forgot to say all that. Good night, guys. Talk to you next time. Enjoyed the talk. Bye for now. Bye.